Okay, so it's February 2026. We're in this Super 8s, and India are technically unbeaten.
Technically is the word.
But looking at this stack of expert reviews you sent over, I mean, there's a massive disconnect between the scoreboard and what's actually happening on the field.
There really is. It's a classic case of the result masking the process.
So we need to figure it out. Is this win streak genuine dominance, or are they just sleepwalking into a disaster?
Well, these expert reviews paint a picture of a team that looks great on paper, especially after that emotional win against Pakistan. But the data shows some pretty glaring structural issues.
Right, and the great on paper part seems to be almost entirely down to the bowling. I was reading through the match analysis, and it feels like the bowlers are constantly bailing out the rest of the squad.
That's a fair take. The consensus is that their balanced bowling attack is the only reason they haven't lost a game yet.
Hmm.
You have Jasprit Bumrah and Hardik Pandya controlling the pace, but the real standout in all these reports is Varun Chakravarthi.
The mystery spin factor.
Exactly. Having that variety pace, swing, and that mystery spin, it just suffocates opposition teams. That ability to control the middle overs is why analysts are still, despite the flaws, calling them a semi-final favorite.
But here's the thing that really jumps out at me. Usually in T20, if your top order collapses, you're done. Game over.
Yeah, you're dead in the water.
But I'm looking at the strike rates for the middle order, specifically Shivam Dubey and Hardik again, and they are effectively erasing these bad starts. They aren't just surviving, they're counterattacking.
And that's the middle order impact the analysts are all flagging. It is so rare to see a team consistently post competitive totals after losing 2, sometimes 3 wickets inside the power play.
It's like a safety net.
A huge safety net. It's a depth that most of the other teams in the Super 8 stage just don't have.
But that's a dangerous game to play, isn't it? Relying on your number 5 and 6 hitters to win you every single match.
It is. And that leads us right to the expert concerns section of these documents, which is pretty alarming. You mentioned the top order.
Yeah, Abhishek Sharma. The reports are brutal on his current form. He's posting ducks, and he looks totally at sea out there.
It's not just bad form, though. The technical analysis here is really specific. It points out that on these turning West Indies tracks, the Indian top order isn't using their feet against spin. They are just stuck in the crease.
Which would explain the high number of LBWs and caught-behind dismissals we've been seeing. They're letting the ball dictate the play.
That's the worry. And look at their Super 8 schedule. They have to play Zimbabwe and the West Indies.
Teams that will load up on spin.
Exactly. If India's top order batters refuse to leave the crease, those bowlers are going to eat them alive.
And that specific flaw implies we're looking at some low-scoring, grinding matches.
Yeah.
And in a low-scoring game, every single run is gold. You just cannot afford what the reports are calling India's silent killer.
The fielding.
The fielding. The dropped catches.
That's the critical link.
Yeah.
Look, if you're scoring 200, you can maybe afford to drop a catch. But if you're defending 140 on a turning pitch, a dropped catch is fatal.
It's so frustrating because that feels like a focus issue, not a skill issue.
In the knockout stages, focus is the skill. If you drop a key batter in a tight Super 8 chase, all the middle order's heroics won't matter one bit.
So if you're listening to this trying to figure out where this leaves India, what's the verdict?
It leaves them in a precarious position. They are strong, no doubt. That bowling variety and the batting depth make them a threat, but they are not invincible, not by a long shot.
And all the analysts seem to be circling one match in particular.
The South Africa match. That's the litmus test. They're a team that will not let you get away with these kinds of mistakes.
So if the top order stays stuck in the crease against South Africa's attack, India is in real trouble.
Deep trouble.
It really feels like it all comes down to this one question then. The middle order has been the safety net so far. But against South Africa, can that net really bail them out again? Or does your luck just run out when you drop catches in the Super 8s?